Hey guys, it's Ah-nuh. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite perfume from the following fragrance brands. And I own multiple perfumes from each of these houses. That was a rule for this video because, of course, if I only own one perfume from a certain brand, you know what my favorite is. So, first one up is Ella K. I have Lettres de Pushkar and Musc K. And I'd have to say that my favorite is Musc K. It's interesting because it was actually Lettres de Pushkar that was love at first sniff for me. And this one I went through several decants of before deciding to buy a bottle. Lettres de Pushkar definitely has more going on with it. It is sexy, flirty, and I think the best jammy rose perfume. I love it, but I do reach for this more, and I just love how sophisticated, chic, and polished this perfume smells. It's a very clean smelling fragrance, fits into the Your Skin But Better category, and is my preferred fragrance out of the Glossier U Room 1015 Sonic Flower kind of profile. It's a simpler note composition, but there's just something about it that I'm very drawn to. Something about it has me really hooked. It's such an easy reach perfume for me, and my goodness, does this get compliments. Oh my word. It's got this crisp, clean musk, a prominent orris root, so it's powdery, pink pepper, a dry woodiness from cedar. I'm very drawn to orris, musk, wood, and I always feel very put together when I wear this, so I love it. I get about 8 hours with moderate projection. From the house of Gritty, Duchessa. This is one of the best cherry perfumes on the market. This is fantastic. If you want something that is fully delivering cherry, Duchessa is it. I love that this is not a medicinal cherry. I am sensitive to that quality, and like it can easily go in that direction with perfumes. There are also a lot of cherry perfumes that don't have the best longevity. I get good performance out of this. Cherry can bring in a real sexy quality, and cherry perfumes always make me think of Lana Del Rey, which I love. Duchessa has black cherry listed, so it's this deep, luscious, juicy cherry. There's saffron bringing in an exotic spice, almond in the base, which pairs really nicely with cherry, brown sugar adding to the sweetness. Such a luxurious, smooth, sultry cherry perfume. And I get about 6 hours with moderate projection. Next house, Giardini di Toscana. This is the only house that I could not narrow it down to one. I really pondered over this for several days. I take things entirely too seriously. But my top two from this house are Bianco Latte and Celeste. Bianco Latte, because it is one of my staple vanillas. Like, I'm a vanilla girl. This is of no surprise. It is the full vanilla gourmand experience. It is vanilla, creamy, warm, fluffy, whipped, caramel, coumarin, musk. It smells like whipped buttercream frosting, warm cookies, just absolute comforting yumminess. My parents and one of my sisters came to visit us recently, and my sister came into the perfume room intent on trying Bianco Latte because she's like, that's the viral vanilla perfume. I need to try that. I'm like, here you go, girl. She had a ball in this room. She was like grabbing this perfume, spraying it here, another one here. I think we counted one day and she had sprayed on like 9 perfumes all over her in different spots. She sprayed Bianco Latte on her knees, and she went outside in the backyard. My mom and I were talking inside, and we see out the window my sister is walking, like hiking up her knees, like one after the other, like getting whiffs of her knees. And we're laughing, and she comes in and she's like, what? And we're like, what are you doing? And she's like, I smell so good. It was definitely one of her standout favorites from my collection. Has amazing performance, lasts all day, strong projection. And then we have Celeste, which is my fairy in a bottle. It's my fairy perfume. I adore a sugared violet note. It's so whimsical and girly and magical, enchanted. And I love when perfume evokes a certain emotion or picture in my head. And immediately upon smelling this, I think of this darling little fairy wearing a purple petal dress, and she lives in violet flowers. It's sugared violet, raspberry, and then you have a creamy, fluffy, sugared vanilla. So Bianca Latte is definitely much more gourmand in comparison to Celeste, but you have that familiar Giardini di Toscana vanilla that's in here. So I can't part ways with a literal fairy perfume. You know, really good performance with this one as well. I get about 8 hours with moderate projection. This is one of my go-to outdoorsy hiking day scents. Chris, the perfume nest, she recently posted a video talking about fall perfumes for different occasions or settings. One of those topics was hiking, and she mentioned Parle-moi de Parfum Milky Musk 39. That is my favorite from that brand. Perfect perfume for that. I was telling her each time I go hiking or I'm spending the day outdoors, I always reach for some sort of earthy or woody fragrance. This is in that rotation, so now it really has that association and scent memory for me. I feel like I gotta go get my gear on now. This is Bois de Santal from the House of Brandt. Sandalwood, favorite woody note. And I feel like this perfume combines the qualities of a creamy sandalwood and a dry sandalwood. It smells very natural, grounding. It has orris and violet in the mix. So in the opening in particular, I get the most of the powdery, creamy facets, and as it dries down, it becomes a little bit more dry. There's also cashmere wood in the mix. It has a spiciness from cardamom. There's olibanum and vanilla, a soft vanilla in the base, nothing gourmand, nothing sugared or sweet, but it for sure gives it a comforting, smooth feel. And I get about 5 hours with moderate projection. From the House of EBK, easy, no question, Deep in Desire Yacht. This has a note of black grapes, which to me smells like blueberries, just bursting at the seams, like Miss Violet Beauregard. It is one of the best gourmands I've ever put my nose on. It is so addicting, juicy, sweet, but not too sweet, and it has a freshness to the scent because of the tea. There's tea, bergamot, and grapefruit peels to cut through the gourmand qualities a bit. To me, this smells like tea and freshly baked gourmet blueberry muffins, very light on the carb quality, on the actual muffin, so it doesn't smell like overly bready or anything to me. It's almost as if like you had a kid helping you out to make these and they like accidentally spilled in too many blueberries into the recipe. So it's really taking over the muffin. It's got sugar crystal chunks on top, those nice big ones with some hazelnut on top. It's incredible. And the performance is amazing. All day wear, strong projection. From the House of Welton, London, my favorite is Secret Amber. I really do hope that people catch on to this one because it's so good and really deserves so much more love. I think it's a very easy amber perfume to wear, to love. But with that being said, it's not boring. It's not basic. It's smooth, cozy, chic, polished, a very shared experience between a creamy, very creamy sandalwood, a fluffy, cozy, cocooning musk. There's a non-gourmand vanilla and a very smooth, modern amber, like no rough edges to this scent. There's a whisper of florals in the background, and I think this perfume would smell great on anyone. Like, it doesn't smell like it was made for a specific gender or age. Like, none of those categories come to mind. It just smells good. It has really good performance. I get all day wear out of this with a moderate projection. From Ellis, Brooklyn, my favorite for a long time was Après. Then this bad boy came to town. Miss Miami Nectar. It smells so good. This smells like super fresh, realistic pineapple in the peak of summer. My goodness, I feel like I could bite into it. Also has a prominent coconut water, so it's super refreshing. This is like the perfect scent for summer, at the beach, on vacation, at the pool, everyday scent. It's fun, it's lively, just a very happy smelling perfume. There's palm leaf, driftwood, definitely adding to the scenery that comes to mind smelling this fragrance. There's a bit of vanilla to add in more sweetness, a floral, warm frangipani. If I can narrow this review down to 2 words, juicy summer. And I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to summer, I'm a sucker for the quintessential coconut tropical floral perfumes. So that's Miami Nectar, and I get about 5 hours with moderate projection. Last but not least, we have Kayali. That was horrible. I could never be a drummer. The heck is wrong with me? I feel like ever since Silk Santal was released, that has been a lot of people's #1 favorite from the brand. But this is still my favorite. Vanilla 28, the OG. Mona nailed this vanilla. Warm brown sugar, tonka bean vanilla with a prominent amber wood in the base to give it richness, depth. I smell a bit of a boozy twist in there. My goodness, do I love Vanilla 28, capital STAPLE, in my collection. I've turned so many people in my life onto this scent. This has become the signature scent of my sister, friends, coworkers. It's a big hit for a reason. And I get about 8 hours with moderate projection. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you want to see me in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so, so much. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.